Hey guys, welcome back to episode 28 of Norwich City Career Mode. In this episode we will have the second and third games of the season. The second game of the season here is against Crystal Palace at home, and considering we beat Everton at home, I expected this to be an easy victory for us. So here is our team, going with Ricky Van Wolfswinkel and Cameron Jerome up front again, and Crystal Palace's team, they have Peter Crouch on the bench, which is quite interesting. But yeah, we did win the first game of the season, 2-1 against Everton. Goals from Jerome and Ihan, but the first chance of the game would come to Crystal Palace in the 14th minute as Balassi goes through, shrugs off Bassong with some nice skill moves and scores for Crystal Palace. So for the the second time of the season we conceded the first goal, that's something that's in my game that I can't actually help, because even when I'm playing Ultimate Team I always concede the first goal of the game. That's something that I just have to live with. I've conceded the first goal of the game literally every single time we played in the Championship last season, and every time this season. That's just something I can't help. And Crystal Palace have another chance here as Balassi heads it to the back post where Weimann rates for it, shoots, and Ruddy makes a good save. But that at half-time it still was 1-0 to Crystal Palace. They'd have 3 shots, all 3 on target, and they've been dominating possession as well. So I was not happy at this point, but yeah, another chance for Crystal Palace comes as Jason Punchin loses Bassong, who had not had a good game, and he's still on the board. Eventually passes to Mile Jedinak, plays a through ball towards Shamak, and Ruddy makes one of the saves of the season, absolutely superb. But Ruddy picks the ball up from a corner here, gives it to Gary Hooper, the substitute, who had come on for Ricky Van Wolfswinkel, who I got really annoyed with because he's absolutely useless. Hooper takes on Dan, beats him, beats the slow defender, goes through, and Price, Crystal Palace's 84 overall goalkeeper, makes a good save. But we would have another chance here in the 61st minute as Bradley Johnson instructs his teammates to crowd the keeper. He whips in a low ball towards Hooper, who scores for us to make it 1-1. So just like last season when Norwich played Crystal Palace and won the game 1-0 at home, Gary Hooper the goal scorer. Gary Hooper is the goal scorer here as well. So we do have to come from one goal down, as we always do, and we do make it 1-1. The man on the line couldn't get it because it was a pinpoint header into the top of the net. But the second chance would come here in the 70th minute as Mariappa picks up the ball, gives it to Shamak. Shamak, looking for an option, eventually goes over the top. I don't know why, but Ruddy comes out and Weimann has basically an open goal, because Ruddy, I don't know what he was doing there. He just came out. He was never going to get to the ball, and Andreas Weimann all he had to do was slot it under him. He did that with a bit of power and makes it Norwich City 1, Crystal Palace 2. So it's a shame from us there, because coming into this game I think I was probably overconfident. I was expecting to win this game quite easily, but that was actually full time. Unfortunately, we did lose the game 2-1. The board had come to me and say they weren't happy with that performance, so in our next game, which is away to Liverpool, I'll have to try and improve. So yes, this next game of the episode, the third game of the season, we've won one and lost one, so I hope that I was kind of aiming for a draw here. I kind of wanted to park the bus from the start, but I always concede the first goal in the game, so I was kind of like expecting to have to come down from one goal. But in this game I actually benched Ricky Van Wolfswinkel because he didn't perform well here. Well, he hasn't performed well this season, so I put Hooper up front. But the first chance of the game comes already in the 5th minute as Barini gets a shot away. John Ruddy makes a good save, and we managed to get it away, but Lallana picks up the ball here, threads through Barini. Barini takes on Ihan, beats him, gets the ball, gives it to Lallana. Lallana turns, shoots on his right foot, and John Ruddy makes another possible save of the season. But Asaidi coming down the left-hand side now. The Norwich defenders don't know what to do as he receives the ball back from Alberto Moreno, gives it into Lallana, shoots. Ruddy makes a save, but it was a goal from Fabio Barini. So I didn't what was I going to say? I didn't expect, well, yeah, I did expect this. Obviously, going one goal down, that's something that happens basically every game, and like I said, I can't help it. But it's a shame because it was nearly half time. It was like 10 seconds away from half time, and Ruddy, he'd done so well to make the first save, and he was so unlucky not to get to the second one. So it's a bit of a shame there. But a few substitutes comes as Russell Martin beasts Moreno off the ball, goes down the right, whips it in. Jerome can't get the header, but Bradley Johnson gets the ball. Ilori drags him back, and I don't know how this wasn't a penalty. The referee gave us a free kick where Bradley Johnson was clearly in the box, but Ihan is amazing from free kicks. He's already scored one this season, and the centre-back does indeed get his second of the season to put it Liverpool 1, Norwich 1. So we're very happy to have scored there in the 61st minute. I honestly didn't think at half time when we just gone 1-0 down, we had not created anything. So I really believed that Liverpool were going to go on and win the game. But Carnehan, he's amazing from free kicks. He is a centre back, but he has like 89 curve and 80 free kick accuracy, which is amazing. Keeper probably should have done better, and the wall definitely should have done better. None of them dived, which was a shame for Liverpool, and we do score to make it 1-1. So the next chance comes here straight away, and John Ruddy makes another one of the saves of the season as he had to dive into his own goal and claw it back. But Adrian is on the pursuit for the ball here, plays a terrific through ball towards Gary Hooper, nearly 1-on-1, the keeper shoots. Brad Jones makes a good save, and Cameron Jerome slips over as he tries to get the rebound, but that was full time. We did manage to hold on for a draw. So with 3 games played, we're 11th in the table, played 3, 1-1, drawn 1, lost 1 with a 0 goal difference, and that will be the last game of this episode. But next game we'll have games against West Brom and I believe Newcastle, so I'll see you for that, and if you did enjoy this episode, leave a like and I'll see you for the next one.